days. The Melbourne Renegades, absolutely buoyed by the big win against the Melbourne Stars the other day. Super over. It was all entertainment and no surprises that they've come into this match against the Sydney Thunder with no changes within their side. So potentially a change within the batting lineup, depending on how they get off to a start. They'll be looking for runs from the top of the order from Lee and Molyneux. They've got little bits and pieces. They've got starts, but neither of them have gone on to big scores. Amy Satterthwaite's been threatening over the last couple of rounds. Courtney Webb has been brilliant. She got them into that. We saw that Molly Strano now has 101 WBBL wickets to her name. And as was mentioned just in that pre-show there, Ella Hayward. For the Sydney Thunder, they also come in unchanged. Rachel Haynes will stay at the top of the order from the looks of things. The big question mark is around Tammy Beaumont's form, and will she open up with her as well? Knight in at 3. Sammy Jo Johnson will probably sneak into that middle overs there with her firepower. Darlington was brilliant with the ball the other day, 3 for 21. Smith's been great. Ismail will bowl through the power play most likely, and Bates continues to pick up wickets right throughout this tournament. So the protection for Ismail is behind the wicket at 3rd and fine. And it's a good start. Up and over. Oh, yeah, that'll feel good for Sophie Molyneux. One bounce over the boundary to finish off Sam Bates's first over, which went for 6. And the Melbourne Renegades, none for 8. No love sharing here, I don't think.
Nope.
Oh, there's the first wicket. Lizelle Lee, no love from Shabnim Ismail as she gets her South African teammate caught at mid-on.
Yeah, beautiful length there from Shabnim Ismail. Just bowling back of a length. Knows that Lizelle Lee hasn't really got off the mark yet. She faced 4 balls for only 1 run. She wants to get on with it pretty quickly. And just that back of a length. Tried to get under it, but just got onto a little high on the bat. And she's caught very nicely. In fact, it was low on the bat. Caught very nicely by Hannah Darlington there at mid-on. So a super wicket and a great breakthrough for the Thunder. You can see Lauren Smith in the background pleading that that's going to be a wicket.
Well, always entertaining. It's nicely driven. There's a bit of a gap through the cover region, and it's just going to beat the chaser to the boundary. It's in the air fractionally, but again finds the gap. Sophie Molyneux with a little bit more pace on the ball too.
Again, there's that width. But, Ismail up until this stage has been dead on accurate.
Full again, and again Sophie Molyneux comfortably into the drive and back-to-back boundaries.
Well, that was a beautiful shot. She actually got a foot across to it. It was starting to get those feet moving, and we were talking about that earlier, where they just get a little bit heavy.
Last over the power play, Sophie Molyneux goes big, but not big enough because there's a little bit of a fumble, but Shabnim Ismail recovers and recovers well.
Well, the old bobble on the boundary. She would have had a heart in her mouth there for a moment, but that's a very disappointing for Sophie Molyneux. It just started to find her mojo again, and unfortunately just puts that straight down the throat of Shabnim Ismail at long on. Just needed to go a lot straighter with that shot, but unfortunately it has to go. She's been dismissed for 22 off 18 balls. As I mentioned, they don't have that one big superstar anymore, particularly with Susie Bates and both Sophie Devine. There's a fantastic boundary from a good-looking sweep from Josie Dooley.
Do you see that she could one day play in the green and gold?
Absolutely. Great shot there from Josie Dooley. Nearly runs herself off her feet. Just gets inside it for a little lap, and an excellent save out there on the boundary that may have... Oh, she's had another fumble. Back on. Satterthwaite going over the top. Hannah Darlington running back with it, just gets her hands to it, but can't hold the catch. Great effort from her. Satterthwaite not quite getting the shot away that she was after. Lovely shot from Amy Satterthwaite. Doesn't even move. It's the sort of shot I've always dreamed of and was never able to do. So great work there from Amy Satterthwaite.
Right on the off stump.
Way outside
deep
off.
in the crease, looking to ramp. She does it well over the top of Sam Bates's head, and she picks up a beautiful boundary. Big shot down to long on. Will it have enough? Yes, it will. It's 4 runs to Amy Satterthwaite. Great effort from Ishmael, diving effort. And I think that we've seen players and captains unsure whether to win the toss and bat or bowl first. It's been a little bit harder to read, where we see a wonderful piece of innovation from Amy Satterthwaite. I was speaking about that reverse sweep she goes to so often. She gets 4 off it.
Do it again, I dare you. Full and straight, Hannah.
Off the legs. Good shot, looking for 2, running hard. And there's a chance here, and I think that might be out. Wonderful throw from Tammy Beaumont. And Talia Wilson doing the rest. Satterthwaite just looking to stretch that 2. Probably wasn't there.
You can see where she was ending up on the... As she passed the crease line too, she was quite wide. So whether or not Amy Satterthwaite's chosen the shortest path up and back, that'll be an interesting one to have a look at. Tammy Beaumont's had the direct hit at this ground from long on. In this instance, though, coming around from mid-wicket, a clean pick-up, a good quick release as well. You can see Amy Satterthwaite, she's run to the top right-hand corner of the screen and then's come really wide. So if she'd come in and out, I reckon she would have been back pretty safe.
Yeah, good.
I feel like that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, 130, 140.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty good. Good on you, girls.
Catch.
We'll dodge this ball now.
Not us. I mean, we.
It's your time, girls.
Thank you. Thanks. I meant us, like.
Scoring a boundary there, giving an opportunity to Hannah Darlington, who just couldn't quite hang on to this one. Bounces in front of the rope. Jo Johnson back in. Big strike. Down to long off, and it's Hannah Darlington in the action again, taking a very good catch. Simple, but it all counts. And that is young Courtney Webb, who's coming off a 50, looking for the boundaries late in the innings, and she's caught.
Yeah, completely different role here for Courtney Webb this evening against the Melbourne Stars. She had time, she set herself, and then she really expanded her game. A lot difficult tonight at Sydney Showground under lights, where she's come out to the middle and been asked to hit right from ball 1. Still some pretty good contact, Hannah Darlington.
And an unusual bold from Hannah Darlington. Advancing, going big to the leg side, looking to split the fielders. Wonderful piece of fielding there. Tammy Beaumont, she's been great in the outfield today. And Phoebe Litchfield backing her up very well. Where does she go now? Deep into a crease, slogs to the leg side, and it's Litchfield in the action, takes a good catch, and it's a dot ball. Big shot for the final delivery, and it's Ishmael coming forward and again taking a great catch, this one more cleanly. Only took the 1 grab, and that is the end of the Melbourne Renegades innings. They finish 7 for 126. It's been a fantastic effort from the Sydney Thunder. Some good catching, some good all-round bowling efforts. And the Renegades just couldn't quite get going.
Molyneux, Satterthwaite with, a 20-odd and 30-odd. It was, one of those 3. If they could have batted just that little bit deeper and found a groove a little bit more, they could have been sort of, pushing up to that 140, 145 mark.
And they will be ready to go for this run chase. If we have a look at the bowlers, 5 bowlers used. Shabnim Ishmael, 1 for 21. And the person doing the most damage, really, Hannah Darlington, 4 overs, 3 for 22. Those 3 wickets coming off her final over. It's a great effort all round from the Sydney Thunder bowling attack. Leah Tahuhu taking the first ball. And punching into the offside. Quick single. And a shy at the stumps from Molly Strano. And the Thunder are on their way. Quite well as she gets a short ball, goes after it. Beautifully cut over backward point for 4.
Yeah, that is a lovely shot. She's just got this maturity about the way she bats.
Sweep shot. And she's got it through. Great shot from Tammy Beaumont. It's going to go all the way.
Yeah, really nice. Just a little bit too much angle on that from Sophie Molyneux. Slightly going down leg, and she's just helped it on its way.
Advancing, big shot, over long on. It's going all the way. Wonderful batting from Tammy Beaumont in a catching position. striking the ball beautifully in front of point. Another boundary to Rachel Treneman.
This is threading a needle then.
You see the leg side delivery taken all the way for 4. And up.
That's better.
That's a big shout, and she's been given. Right in front, LBW, Treneman goes for 15 off 11.
So great job there by Leah Tahuhu, stump to stump. Big appeal. And she's gone 1 for 31, Sydney Thunder.
And Heather Knight says, thank you very much. It was well pitched up. Drives her up. Sweep shot and gets 4 again. Wonderful shot.
Leeson over pitches and Heather Knight drives strongly through the square. Point. Another boundary for her. Leeson continuing. Slow ball out the back of the hand. Little leg cutter. I don't think this is going to be cut off, and it's another 4. It's a good shout, and Carly Leeson has picked up Tammy Beaumont. LBW caught in front, and she's not happy at all, but I think that I was about to say she just looked like she was pushing her hands a little bit too hard at that. Played past it, wrapped on the pads, and she's been given out for a good 23 of 17. 1 ball to go. Drops this one short, and unfortunately can't be fielded by the short fielder at 45, and beats also the fielder at deep backwards, so unfortunately finishes on a 4. Yeah, nice shot from Rachel Haynes. Hit that nice and late, little tiny bit of room. Square drive, 4 runs. Bit too much width there from Ella Hayward, particularly with the additional turn as an off-spinner away from the left-hander. Weston and Angus stand end. It's a beautiful shot from Rachel Haynes. Oh, beautiful shot there. Heather Knight, can't be stopping that. Just that freedom, great shot there. Again, there's that width and that beautiful square drive from Rachel Haynes. Great shot, straight down the ground. Rachel Haynes, 1 bounce 4.
Certainly have been. Oh, she wants to get this done and dusted, does Heather Knight. That's a nicely struck boundary. She moves to 48.
She didn't want to...
Through the field, that's it there. The second player within the WBBL to hit a half century against every team in the competition. 1 run to get. Heather Knight says, well, why not just keep on going on my merry way? She finishes the game with a gloriously struck 6. Rachel Haynes and Heather Knight, the leaders of this team, see a wonderful and comfortable run chase completed with balls to spare. This loss now to the Melbourne Renegades, I think pretty much puts a line through them for this season. Sydney Thunder in chasing down this 126. A couple of little starts to Beaumont and Treneman. They came back as an opening pair for this game. So 23 to Beaumont, 15 to Treneman. And then it was down to that magnificent partnership between Knight and Haynes to see them over the line. Just the 2 wickets to fall, 1 to Leah Tahuhu, 1 to Carly Leeson. Molly Strano was economical. Other than that, though, Amy Satterthwaite really couldn't find bowling partnerships to stem the flow of runs.